Protesters in Bangkok ended their overnight rally early on Sunday after handing over a list of their demands to the Metropolitan Police Bureau chief. Initially a student-only protest, it appears that numbers were swelled by outsiders who travelled to the capital for the event too. They plan to protest again on Thursday and on the 14th of next month. In addition to the list handed over, the peaceful rally of tens of thousands saw a plaque set in concrete in Sanam Luang, which is likely to prove to be controversial. Meanwhile, the Deputy Prime Minister, speaking also on behalf of the Prime Minister, thanked the protesters for staging a peaceful rally and for their cooperation with the authorities. He also praised the Royal Thai Police Office for its security and support. As massive storms hit much of Thailand, including our own region, so small boats were asked to remain in harbour and ferries to and from Samet and Koh Chang were disrupted over the weekend. Both islands saw a quiet weekend as additional storms came in from the south too, along the Gulf of Thailand. Nationwide flooding was on a large scale. Those fronts now have passed through Thailand, but there is more rain on its way. 6 new COVID cases reported on Sunday, all in quarantine after arriving here, and all Thai nationals returning from North Africa and the Middle East. And in Petchabun, prison officers have egg on their faces as a wily con nabbed the clothes of a warden, took a clipboard to look more efficient, and simply walked out of the jail there. The 35-year-old even had gates held open for him as he left. Police later spotted the motorbike that he'd ridden away on parked by a cornfield and duly found him asleep. He was rearrested. Meanwhile at home, and in our own city, Pattaya International Hospital is in need of blood type O for a foreign patient who's there. Anyone under the age of 65 willing to donate can visit the hospital and ask for Kun Man at reception. Tests on your blood can be carried out in-house. They have their own laboratory there, and donors will then be transported to a donation centre. This is a regular occurrence, sadly, as blood types between Asians and non-Asians vary, so your help could make a huge difference. Heavy rain over the weekend saw power outages in many local areas, some back on quickly, others left in the dark for hours. Roadworks too, and there are many of them, were flooded out and will need pumping out today before they can continue. The city actually came off very lightly compared to nearby regions. Emergency services had been on standby after the heavy storm warnings, but they weren't needed. In the bay though, swimming is still a no-no, as undercurrents are very strong. A raid on a Banglamung warehouse by police revealed a massive stash of drugs, all packed into bales and ready to move on. 6 bales of ice and other drugs were found hidden in grass approaching the Nongpalai building. 200 kilograms in all, with a street value of 115 million baht. That investigation continues. And a driver who crashed and flipped his vehicle over on a main Chonburi road told police it was his wife's fault. It seems they'd been arguing. He took his eye off the road as he bickered, swerved and lost it. No word on the response of his insurance company. And with the reminder, MITS masks and meters, wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing, and the Met Office promising highs today of just 30 degrees dropping down to 25 with a good chance of rain at any time. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.